So I saw a right-wing account on Twitter post a video from a TikTok account showing a little girl holding the hand of a person who was identified by the right-wing account as a drag queen. Now, I'm pretty sure that the woman in the video was actually a real woman. I mean, trans maybe, but like definitely not a drag queen. I mean, well, I can't say definitely not a drag queen, but I'm pretty sure she wasn't a drag queen because she had tits, like real tits. Well, fake tits, but real fake tits, not fake tits, if you see what I'm saying. You know, I'll just say, whatever the pronouns of this person were, whatever they identified as, if they were a drag queen, they were the most, convincing drag queen I've ever seen, all right? Now, what were they wearing? They were wearing pasties and a thong. Or, well, maybe not a thong, but like booty shorts. Very tight, very revealing booty shorts. As I said, they were holding a hand of a little girl, and they were walking around this Miami restaurant called Our House, okay, which has been in business for 13 years in Miami. Apparently one of the best restaurants in Miami, according to the Miami Times. Very famous for its drag brunch. I think it's been on television a few times. Pretty famous locale, well liked by locals, well liked by tourists. Food apparently there is pretty good. And almost all of the bad reviews that you see on the place are basically from the last few hours when right-wingers who have probably never even been to Miami, let alone to this restaurant, have hit it with like 1-star reviews. Here's an example of one of those reviews. This is word for word. They grooming children here with nude drag queens. Okay, so first of all, dipshit, I want to point out a nude drag queen is a contradiction in terms, all right? A drag queen is a man who dresses like a woman. That's what a drag queen is. You cannot dress like a woman if you are naked. You know what I mean? There is no dressing like a woman if you are nude. Nude is the opposite of dressed. So pay attention to your fucking words, moron. But to, in all fairness, they were not wearing much clothing. I will grant you that. But they were definitely dressed. So on that point, I want to tell you a little story. I was recently on a vacation in Orlando with my wife and my mom. I was at the pool of the hotel we were staying at, and there was this horrible lifeguard who was, sort of like standing over the pool. Now, I get it. It's his job to, watch over the pool, but this guy, he was taking it way too freaking seriously. He's standing at the very edge of the pool, looking at the pool, just intently like watching the pool at all times with like this lightning focus. He's just this monolith of attentiveness, right? Looming over the pool. And it's like when I'm swimming around, like I'm already a little like self-conscious about my body and stuff. I got a lot of fat on me and things. And, I don't necessarily like to be gawked at. And it just feels like this dude is gawking. I know he's not. I know he's just a lifeguard, but you cannot escape the feeling of that, right? But whatever. I had to deal with it. I just tried to ignore him. But you know what I couldn't ignore? What I could not ignore was that there was a woman around the pool, just kind of doing stuff around the pool. Sometimes she was in it and walking around, all this stuff. And she was wearing a thong. She had a gigantic ass, and she was wearing a thong bikini, and the bikini might as well have been made of dental floss, all right? Because there was very little to it. And she had a big old, supple, juicy, delectable booty, and I found that pretty hard to ignore, I'll be honest with you. That was a little bit more attention-grabbing. And there must have been 15 kids in various areas in and around the pool, and their parents were there. And, the parents saw the big-butted, dental floss thonged girl, and I saw her, and the kids saw her, and we all saw her, and we all kind of just agreed mutually, we don't give a shit. You know what I mean? A lot of the dads, I think, probably gave a shit. Some of the moms, too, probably gave a shit. But not on the, I'm offended level. More on a, God damn kind of level. You know what I mean? That was the main reason. No one was, scandalized. There was no, like, the word groomer never came up. No one grabbed their kids and pulled them away from, not appropriate for my, no one cared, right? And this was not some crazy drag show liberal lefty thing. This was like an average freaking, universal resort. I assume that the makeup of the people, hanging out there was much like the makeup of this country, probably about, 20-30% Democrat, 20-30% Republican, and then a huge swath of just like, I don't give a shit. A lot of those people probably. Maybe more of those people, honestly, than the Democrats and Republicans. But whatever. Hey, the point is, no one gave a shit. And I just wonder, like, if I had taken a video, of that woman with the big butt and the thong, and I just said, like, this is a drag queen, would a bunch of right wingers have been like offended, like, burn down the pool, kill the lifeguard, like, I don't know, probably. I'm getting kind of sick of the political party that has consistently supported child marriage in every state they run, acting like they are, scandalized by a person who, in my opinion, was not a drag queen, but may have been, I guess, holding a kid's hand in full view of their parent or guardian, because I guarantee the kid didn't drive there themselves. And there's a bunch of adults all over the place. You can see them in the video. They're just kind of hanging out in the background and stuff. They could easily intervene if something actually inappropriate were to happen. Like if a Republican showed up and tried to marry her or something. But it's like who, like literally the Republican Party, it was like not even that long ago, like a few months back or something. There was like a bunch of Republicans in Tennessee that were trying to literally outlaw gay marriage with a legal loophole and legalize child marriage at the same time with the same piece of legislation. With no limit, by the way. No freaking limit. That was in Tennessee. In Idaho, a bunch of Democrats tried to get rid of the child marriage laws that were on the books, and Republicans blocked them. One of the Republicans who blocked them, I think, said something like, I'm against child marriage, but this goes too far. I don't think the government needs to be involved in telling people who they can and can't marry. Oh, unless it's gay people, of course, then I think we should be telling them, I don't know. The Republicans, and when they think the government should or shouldn't intervene in things, very confusing subject for me and for, I think, everybody, including Republicans. They don't seem to have a very solid grasp on it either. But anyway, it's at the same time, these Republicans are, pretending to be concerned about the welfare of a kid who got her hand held. A 10-year-old rape victim in Ohio was denied an abortion by Republican lawmakers. And, all these same Republicans cheering that on, like, yay, a rape victim is going to be forced to carry the baby to term. Yes. Oh, a child rape victim is going to be forced to have her rapist baby. Yay. Actually, that kid was able to travel to Indiana to get an abortion, but soon it'll be illegal there as well. And that's just fine with them, I guess. So not only are they outlawing the procedure, they're going to be outlawing you going somewhere else to get it. A lot of these states are trying to pass legislation. I think maybe some of them are already on the books. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know they're at least trying to pass laws that say if you live in a state where abortion is illegal, you cannot travel to another state to get an abortion. And some of them have even talked about setting up like roadblocks and stuff, like, checking, are your papers in order? That kind of stuff, right? And there's actually people who argued with me when I said recently that, like, women have become second-class citizens in this country. People were like, no, what a bunch of hyperbolic nonsense. It's like, no, it's not. It's really happening. It's fucking blatantly happening. And if you deny it, you're either stupid, a liar, a piece of shit, or most likely all three, which is pretty much just like, I don't know, stupid, liar, piece of shit. That's just the three attributes of the right wing in this country, isn't it? Or any country. Really just right wing in general. Yeah, I don't know. I like to hate on the right wingers and stuff. I know that I'm a little bit hyperbolic myself with my admonitions and things. So I want to just say, take a moment to apologize to the right wingers out there. I don't hate you. I'd have to I'd have to care about you on some level to feel that way. I more just view you as like an impediment. I'm trying to, get from one place to another, but there's a bunch of piles of dog shit in my way. That's kind of how I see it. It's not like I don't hate the dog shit. I just wish it wasn't there. I wish someone would just kind of scrape it the fuck away. So that's how I feel. But anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. Okay, here's a good bit of wordplay. All right, here's how I'm going to summarize the whole Roe v. Wade thing. I just went over. All right, this is good. I'm proud of this line. All right, listen very carefully. The word that best describes this situation is also the word that best describes the remedy to it: revolting. Okay. I'm a little too in love with my own cleverness on that one. But hey, if you were as clever as me, you'd be impressed with yourself too. But anyway, so let's to summarize, okay? Forcing children who were raped to give birth. That's fine, according to Republicans. Letting old religious perverts marry children. That's fine, according to Republicans. But a kid getting her hand held by someone who is maybe a drag queen, that's too far. Not only is it too far, one prominent conservative said in a tweet about it, these people belong in jail. This is a hill I'm willing to die on. So from now on, I got to say, whenever a conservative lets me know about their willingness to die to, accomplish some goal, I just kind of wish they would, do it. Like, hey, all right, go ahead. Be my fucking guest. I'm just joking, of course. What a shame it would be. When I think about those Republicans dying on those hills, you guys, I cry for days, all right? I would cry like Jordan Peterson if he had just been, asked a simple question that doesn't in any way require you to fucking cry like a bitch. Well, maybe I wouldn't cry that much, but goddamn, I'd weep. Oh, I'd be like the walrus, from the Walrus and the Carpenter poem, I weep for you. I truly do. I deeply sympathize. Oh, no. Please don't die on that hill, Republican. Don't die on that hill. Oh, he died on the hill. Oh, no. Oh, woe is me. Anyway, what's for lunch? Of course, a lot of right-wingers are, they go further than the whole jail thing. Jail's not good enough for this hand-holding piece of shit. You know what I mean? That's not sufficient punishment. They want blood. So here's I pulled some of these. These are great. These are really wonderful stuff. These people belong in trash compactors. Yeah, these people. I don't know who these people are. Drag queens or just like the people who run the restaurant or just the people who hold hands. I don't know. Somebody needs to go in a trash compactor. Apparently, they belong in front of a firing squad. Well, you guys need to get this, you guys need to work this out between you, You need to figure out whether you want to go the firing squad route or the trash compactor route, this is another suggestion. Wood chipper. Very nice. Very nice. A sane society would be demanding skulls for this shit. True. So true. This is why they want your guns. So just shoot them. Not very creative. I guess the firing squad is, the firing squad thing is not so, it elevates the guns is what I'm trying to say. Just guns, that on its own, it seems kind of, inane, lowbrow. But when you call it a firing squad and you got the whole line and the blindfold and all that, I think that kind of elevates it to a higher, better level, And finally, that's not enough. I'm sorry, that's enough. Guillotine for these people. This woman, she's a conservative, so she probably pronounces it guillotine because that's how they like to say it. But it's guillotine because the L's are fucking silent. But anyway, that's what the conservatives think. You know, if you're a person who has been labeled a drag queen, whether you are or you're not, and you happen to, you know, hold a child's hand in full view of the public, and you know, in a setting where everyone seems to be agreed that that's an acceptable thing to do, then you deserve to fucking die. All right. You know, get a moral conscience. Okay, come on, whatever happened to morality? All right, you know, if you want to fucking, you know, do it right, what you got to do is you got to put on a fucking nice, take off your drag bullshit, put on a nice suit and tie, move your ass to fucking Tennessee, and marry a child. That's how it's done the Republican way. That's the right, good, Christian, decent way to do it, right? Of course. And then, you know, take her to Ohio, to where you can't get a fucking abortion even if you're raped. So really good fucking country we're living in, folks. Really fucking morally consistent. And I'm so glad that we got to share it with all these big old puddles of dog shit. And I say puddles because it's not these are not dog turds. This is dog diarrhea, folks. Every single one of these motherfuckers and their stupid bullshit are little puddles of doggy diarrhea that we have to now learn to navigate our way around until one day someone gets the hose and sprays the fucking sidewalk clear. And I hope it's me. I really hope it's me, folks. I gotta be honest with you. I hope I'm the motherfucker on the other end of that hose going, bye-bye. Bye-bye, doggy turds. See you around. Well, hopefully not. I'm the Amazing Atheist. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Real good stuff.